Hey, hi, hey guys, welcome to the live. Hey Sunny, I see Sunny's on. Stefan, hey, welcome guys. Hey Stefan.
Hey Judy, how are you?
I'm good. How are you? Hold on.
All right.
Let me put up the volume. Hey guys. Hey Ishmael. What's up? Happy Sabbath, Stefan.
Happy Sabbath, Judy. Oh yeah, I forgot. It's nearly 8 o'clock.
I know. You know what I was thinking? I was thinking like I took you away from Marlo. Because I know he's doing the iServe, and I know you usually help him.
I help him on Saturdays, not Friday nights. I think he does more of his own thing on that day.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's
Can you hear me
good.
properly?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Great.
So how you been? How's the quarantine been treating you?
Well, I'm hanging in there.
Yeah.
Just trying to find something to do. That's basically what I have to do. Just like find something instead of just sitting down and going crazy.
Yeah, I hear you. But before we get into it, I wanted like us to start off with a word of prayer. You know, since it's Sabbath, and maybe some people haven't opened Sabbath yet, so they can open Sabbath with us.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay.
Yep. All right. So we'll bow our heads and close our eyes. Heavenly Father, we want to thank you for this day. We want to thank you for getting us through another week safely and bringing us to the Sabbath as we start off this Friday evening. I ask that you please bless what we're about to do, the conversation that we're about to have, and I ask that you guide the conversation. Please bless our viewers and bless everyone who's tuning in. Guide us and protect us in all that we do. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. All right, Stefan. So you said you've been looking for stuff to do. So what have you been filling up your time with?
I'm glad you asked. So it's a long list, but
a long list. Okay.
I'm gonna give you a few tidbits. I can't give all my secrets out there, but
okay.
A couple of things. So, sometimes like when your parents actually do stuff around the house, they say, go clean your room. They tell you like, can you go fix something? So now I'm actually looking for those things to do. I'm like cleaning up. So like there's this light switch that I have that's like acting funny. So I was like, you know what? Since I'm not doing anything, let me go fix it. So I finally found like little things around the house to do that I've always like been pushing off to the side to start actually doing. So
nice.
That's one of the things that I've been doing.
Okay. I actually did see a meme on Instagram or Facebook, was it? It was like all the husbands who pushed off the things that their wives wanted them to do. Yeah. Like now they're stuck. Now they're trapped. Now they have to do
no excuse.
no excuse now. Okay, so what else? Like, a lot of people are working from home. Like, are you working from home or like what? Tell the people what you do.
Okay, so usually I'm a teacher. I teach technology classes in the city, and now that the coronavirus, all the teachers are like working from home right now. But since I'm not an official teacher, I'm not still teaching. So it's like I've been put on pause right now. So what I found as a replacement to do is like it's just tutor. So I've been tutoring kids who are getting homework from these teachers, and teachers are just doing too much right now, like too much. They're giving like 5 days worth of homework due at 5 o'clock, and you're like, what? Who's doing that? And so these kids are struggling, like really struggling with these classes.
So 2 things. What school do you teach at, and what age group? Well, like what age?
I teach from kindergarten to 5th grade. At PS, I actually teach at 3 different schools. PS166, PS84, and PS9. They're in like the Upper West Side in Manhattan.
Oh, in the city. Oh, okay.
It's in the city.
Wow, that's dope. So like, so when you're tutoring them online, like especially that age group, like are their parents on the computer with them? Like, are you doing Zoom with them? Like, how does that work?
A couple of the parents are on the Zoom with them. Like if there's a Zoom, the parents are there like in the background. They're not really like sitting there with the kids like, what are you doing? They're just like, yeah, Jake got it. I'm just gonna be here in the background. Like they don't like some of them. They don't like want to delve back into 5th grade math because they changed the game completely. It's not the same. Like there's boxes involved. It used to be like 1 + 1 is 2. Now it's like you draw 2 boxes and a 1 box and put them together. They're doing too much that.
Dang. And so those kids are getting 5 days worth of homework?
I'm exaggerating just a little bit, but like it's just
I take everything literally. I don't know why. I take everything literally.
Because like, when you're at home, you don't wake up the same time you wake up when you were in school.
Nope,
like especially in college. You're in college, you know, you start waking up at like 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock.
Right.
But when these kids are like in kindergarten to 5th grade, they're waking up at 8 o'clock. And so like that time that they used to wake up, now they're waking up at like 10, 11 o'clock. That's like 3 hours of their day that's just gone. That they used to have to work on like mathematics and stuff like that. Now they're sleeping.
Wow.
So they have to get back into the groove of actually waking up early during the times they used to actually start this work in order to finish. And most of them are just not doing it.
Wow. So I know that my students too, like they are getting a lot of rest. So like, do you feel like this quarantine time, like people are like taking advantage and sleeping in, like you said, or like or adults, like are adults sleeping in, or like, or do you think from your perspective that we're grinding and we're being productive and you know doing like just getting things done?
I think there's like 2 different type of adults. There's the essential worker and those who are not the essential worker. So like if you're an essential worker, you still get up at 6 o'clock, 8 o'clock, whatever time you used to wake up to go to work. Nothing has changed for you except you got to wear those masks and the gloves and whatever.
Right.
But like if you're not working and you're at home, I guess it's like since I'm home, I'm making breakfast for the kids or whatever it is. Encourage them maybe to do their homework. So the schedule is different now. You're more of a caretaker if you have kids, and if you don't have kids, it's more like
you're free.
What am I doing?
You're free to do whatever you want.
Right.
Wow. Okay. So what's the latest thing you've heard about Corona? Like the latest thing in the news that maybe shocked you or surprised you?
They said that a lot of African Americans are dying. Like more African Americans are dying than, let's say, Europeans or like anyone else. They said more Black people are dying, and I was just like, wow. Like it didn't even cross my mind. Like with WhatsApp, all of these remedies that's going around, I would think that we will be the least likely to be dying from this stuff. But they were saying that because a lot of African Americans, they have jobs that require them to actually be on site or like working with people where we're more exposed to the virus or the spreading of the virus.
Right.
Like, wow, that makes sense.
That's facts. Sunny said, I find myself sleeping all day if I run out of things to do. That's pretty much true. Right. I feel the same way. Like yesterday, I think I was just tired yesterday. I took a nap at like 2 o'clock. It was probably just fatigue, but yeah, like when you run out of things to do, sleep is like your only option. So, yeah. In addition to what you said, I also heard that because they're low on healthcare workers, right? I heard that now Governor Cuomo, he's allowing medical students who haven't yet graduated to practice medicine.
Yeah, I did hear something about that. There was actually an alert. I don't know if your phone went off and like there was like it sounded like an Amber Alert, but they were saying that if you recently took your nursing exam and you failed, you should check to see if you're still qualified to work because they're lowering the standards, and so like more people are able to work.
That's crazy.
Hey, say hi to me. I can't really see the name. But
Alcine Hendrick.
Oh, Sandra.
Said hi,
Sandra, how are you?
So that's, I mean, how do you feel about that? Like, so basically doctors who haven't graduated yet, and then I'm going to tell you what my cousin, because my cousin is in med school right now, and I called him just so he can tell me, like, is this true or not? Like, what's going on with that? And he was like, there's certain things, like there's certain criteria that you have to meet, but yes, it's true that even if you haven't graduated and you're a doctor, then you can practice. And like you said, if you're a nurse and you failed your exam, then you can still work. How do you feel about that?
I feel like I got into the wrong field. I missed out on that one.
Right?
It's high demand right now.
Yes. Very high demand.
Also, I don't know if I would want someone who failed their nursing exam taking care of me. It's like, I don't know.
Exactly. Nah, I don't know how I feel about that. Like, it's good and bad. Like, it's good because they get more workers in, but it's bad because, like, what if that person messes up and then something happens to me? So that's crazy. That is crazy. So I feel like one of the things, there's two things. Like, I feel like people are responding to the quarantine and, like, they're feeling frustrated. They're feeling stressed out because, they have kids at home or because their traveling is limited. A lot of people's plans got canceled. So there's a lot of frustration and stress and anxiety and fear. But at the same time, I feel like a lot of people right now are just tapping into, like, creativity. Like, I don't know if you've noticed on social media, like, a lot of people are tapping into, like, just being creative. Like, with the DJs are performing DJ parties on Instagram Live. Like, I don't know if you follow Swiss Beats, and he's been having, like, these competitions with, like, artists competing against each other, like, with their hits, and I'm just like, oh, this is really nice. So, like, how do you feel, at least for yourself, or based on what you've been seeing, how do you feel people are responding to the crisis and the quarantine? Like how do you see it, people responding?
Well, the entrepreneurs, they're switching everything up. They're making everything online. I saw, like, a meme, I don't know if it was a joke or not, of a photographer taking photos through, like through a Zoom call, telling the person holding the camera, okay, tilt the camera up, tilt the camera. I wouldn't even think of that. So all the entrepreneurs are, like, trying to reimagine the game on how to actually make money during this time. So everything is, like, switching over to, like,
online
or online. That's what it is right now.
Yeah. They'll learn from on-hand experience. That's what Sunny said. Who else? Oh, hey, Naomi. Naomi came on.
Hi.
Yeah, I agree. Hey, guys.
How's everybody?
Oh, someone here said, as someone that works in the healthcare on the financial side, definitely chose the wrong field.
Yeah. I don't know if they get hazard pay, but that would be interesting to know. If someone knows if they get hazard pay for actually going in during this time, just, like, comment that below so we can know, because...
Wait, meaning, like... So they're saying, like, it's the wrong field because they're not getting paid?
Say that one more time?
Like, the person who said that, like, I guess they can respond if they're still on the live, but they're saying that they definitely chose the wrong field. They said based on the financial side. So it makes me wonder, like, does that mean they're not getting paid?
Well, I think what they mean is like they see how much doctors and nurses are actually being paid because they're on the financial side. They know how much they're getting paid, and they're on the wrong field. They should have been on the other side actually getting this pay instead of, paying out. Maybe they're on like the insurance. Like I know insurance is just paying out for everything because like everyone's getting sick. Maybe that's what they're talking about.
Yeah. Okay.
Someone said
It makes me
now, but with mask and taking temperatures daily. Okay, that makes sense. Like you gotta make sure you're safe, and plus they're checking people to make sure what's happening.
Exactly. I mean, like, you have to. I feel like New York City is never gonna tell people you have to wear masks. Like other countries, other countries, they're saying it's mandatory. Like you have to wear masks. But I don't think New York City doesn't want to be that strict. So I feel like they're never gonna say that to us. But I think that it's important that everywhere we go, if we're in public, we should wear masks. Like, I just think that's important. And if you're going to the grocery store, like, you have to wear a mask.
Right,
that's just,
And if you're going to wear gloves, don't touch your phone and then, do everything with the gloves, that don't make sense. I know a lot of people not doing that.
Defeats the whole purpose.
Right.
That's crazy.
I don't know who's been doing this, but some people have been taking their mask and leaving them on the floor. So that's you. You need to stop that.
I've seen that.
That's just wasting masks, like on the floor. Don't even throw it in the garbage or nothing.
Yeah, and like the bacteria, because I feel like the regular surgical mask, the regular one that a lot of people have, like this is what a friend who studies science told me. Like you're breathing in and out, and our breath has a lot of bacteria. Our mouths have a lot of bacteria. So when you're exhaling, like you're releasing bacteria and it's being trapped inside the mask. So all of that bacteria just stays in the mask. And so you throw it somewhere or you just leave it where someone can like inhale that air. Like it's like if you had corona, I don't know. I'm not saying that
you're part of the problem as far as I'm concerned.
You're just part of the problem. I'm not saying the person is gonna inhale corona, but I'm just saying like you're spreading bacteria. So it's just not a good. It's just not good. So you heard that spring break is canceled?
No, I didn't hear that. Wait. Talk. Wait, what's happening? Now you told me something I didn't know. Wait, spring break is canceled? What does that mean?
Spring break is canceled. So every New York City teacher just heard the bad news on Monday, was it? And spring break was supposed to start yesterday, right? Yesterday would have been the first day of spring break, and it would have lasted until next week, Friday. We were gonna have a week and 2 days of spring break, but they were like, if school stays open, remote school stays open, then kids will most likely stay home, right? Then it's less of a chance kids will go out and I don't know what they think the kids are gonna do, but and I don't think I'm like so the way I interpret it is that they think that the teachers have more power to keep kids at home than the parents do. Because they're like, if school stays open, then kids have more of a chance to stay home than to go outside. But I'm like, you don't think the parents have control over that? You think we have that much power?
Some of them are not used to dealing with their kids. Let's be honest.
Crazy. I'm just like, really? And not only that, but I also thought, like, do they not think that teachers are working hard enough?
Some of these parents just don't know what to do with these kids because they've been with them for it's been 14 days. I don't know. It feels like eternity at this point. It just needs to be over. But it's like these parents are there with their kids for all the time, and they're just not used to it. They used to send them off to school somewhere else. Someone else can deal with them. And I get that, after 6 o'clock, then they just put them to bed and that's it.
That's crazy.
Now they don't know how to deal with them. They're like, let me get away from my kids. If they had to send them outside, go outside for a little bit. Here's your mask. That's it. Like, give me a
Here's
break.
your mask. Give me a break.
But if they're in school, they're doing homework. They're doing something. It gives them something to do. Because when you don't got something to do, you're going to find something to do.
I just can't believe that because spring break is like our longest break before the end of the school year. Like we have April and May. There's no breaks in May. If you count Memorial Day, that's one day, but May has no breaks. And then June probably has like one day. I forget the holiday, but there's like one day in June, and I'm just like, they really just took away our only, big vacation, and it's just so unfair. It's really unfair.
It is unfair. Like, a lot of kids were looking forward to this too. I don't know about you, but like, I was looking forward to it too. I said, I won't have to tutor these kids. They got the spring break, and you just broke the bad news to me. You didn't have to do this on the live. Like,
wait, but I don't get. How didn't you know? So that means you don't work at a public school.
I work at a public school, but like, they didn't. Like they said, some of the teachers were saying that they're sending them home with packets for the spring break. But I didn't hear them say anything that spring break was canceled. So they were about to send them with, I was hearing like 2 or 3 packets for these kids to do at home. But they didn't say that it was like canceled, so they're just going to resume regular schedule. So I didn't know that.
Wow.
That means that, oh man.
Someone said it makes sense. We've been in spring break for a month so far. This is not spring break.
This is not spring break.
This is not spring break. Like the amount of work that teachers have to do. If you actually speak to a teacher, right? Both of us are teachers. We know like working online is harder than working in school. It's really harder. Like I would say the advantage, and I was telling someone this, like the only advantage in my opinion is that there's no classroom management. Like you don't have to discipline any kids. Like you don't have to like force a kid to pay attention. Those kids who want to learn, they're gonna be online, putting in the work. But creating lessons and trying to like make it creative and engaging and transferring all of your lessons plans to make it, accessible online, it's like so much harder. So much harder.
There's this one teacher, I don't know, I think she works late into the night, and the kids see her post at like 1 o'clock in the morning, and so they're asking her, Miss L, do you sleep? And she was like, she said, not anymore.
Not anymore. I mean, but there's ways that you can, maybe she doesn't know, there's ways that you can schedule your post so that you don't have to post at 1 o'clock. You can schedule it to be posted at like 8 o'clock in the morning.
No, she puts out the homework at like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, and like you can tell she's up actually posting it. It's like, man. But the lesson plans are definitely, it's not only that, it's like the parents are also checking the lesson plans. So it's like you got to make sure that your lesson plan is A1.
That's right. That's facts.
You get 100 emails. There was a mistake on paragraph 3, word 2. Are you really a teacher? Like, that's like, man, you just gotta delete the kid from the class.
That is so true. I was gonna say, like, when you teach at your school, do you get observed?
At the beginning, yes, but after that, not really, because I teach more of the technology classes, so it's to do with the computers and like robotics and stuff like that. So not really like a teacher that would teach you like math and English. So you kind of want to make sure the teacher's teaching them the right thing. It's more of a like creative space, so you have more leeway when it comes to that stuff.
I see. Because I was gonna say that's another advantage too, like because I used to get nervous when my principal and my assistant principal would observe me. So I'm like, that's one, stress off with the online teaching. I don't have to worry about observations and stuff, but they do. So my school, we're on Google Classroom.
Yeah.
So, and you know how you can have multiple teachers on Google Classroom?
Yes.
So my principal and the assistant principal, they are in your Google Classroom. So in a way, they still see what you're doing. Yup. My principal, he's like, please send me your Google Classroom code.
Oh. Okay.
I'm like, wow. So because you never know you don't know when they're looking.
Yeah,
I guess.
you never know. So you just gotta be on your toes. You gotta always.
Always.
Scary, honestly. Like,
Hey. Oh, I didn't see you guys. Christina from Bethlehem, Samina. Hey guys.
Everybody.
The Bethlehem crew.
Oh, everyone.
Yo, I don't know. The whole Bethlehem crew goes to Yo, Patricia. Yo, I was gonna say before Patricia made me laugh. I was gonna say the whole Bethlehem crew goes to my school. Like I be seeing them, I be seeing them hanging out, and I was like, y'all just all go here, like.
Nice,
but they cool. Yeah. Hey guys. Yo. Patricia, she said your boss probably watching the live too. Yo, I'm done.
Hold on, let me check. Because if my boss is watching this live, it's over. You'll be like,
it's over. It's over. Oh my God. Yo, so let's segue. So, hobbies. What are some hobbies that you're getting into? You know, like everyone's saying like, you know, they're working, but this is a great time to like, you know, start your side hustle or get into hobbies. So like what hobbies have you been getting into?
Surprisingly, like I was always an okay cook, but now I'm getting into like cooking some things that I always try to avoid. So like anything with the oven, I try to avoid it because it just takes forever.
Yeah.
So, like macaroni au gratin, so it's just macaroni with like cheese made in the oven. So I recently learned how to make that.
What?
So I learned how to make it.
Okay.
I have to say it was pretty good.
Nice.
I don't know.
Who ate it?
Whoever tasted it in the comments, you can let them know that it was A1.
Who ate it?
My sister tried it. Who else tried it? My sister, my brother. Marlo tried it actually, and he said it was okay. I don't know. He has unique taste. Nobody as of yet. It's just been a small intimate group because not that many people have been able to come over to try it.
Yeah.
I don't know if Chandler or Greg is on, but they've tasted it. It's pretty good.
So you've made it more than once?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Nice.
That and I guess chicken.
You made chicken?
I make chicken. Tad doesn't think my chicken is good. She thinks I put too much pepper in it. To each his own.
To each their own.
Yeah, sometimes your chicken just needs a little bit of a kick, you know. You gotta put that black pepper in there.
Too much pima papo.
No, the pepper is good for you. It's good for the sinuses. So like it actually does help you out a little bit.
Okay.
What did I say? I don't even eat meat. All right, whatever. Patricia said she don't eat meat, but whatever. She tastes the sauce.
Chef Steph. Sonny said Chef Steph.
Of course. Sonny, pull up and then you could come try some one day.
And you should say, but you didn't invite me over for a plate though. Facts. You didn't invite us. Let me ask you, Stephan, because like I was watching the iServe online, and since I have the iServe crew on here, I'll just say it. But like, are you guys not practicing social distancing? Like, you guys are not abiding by the rules when you guys do iServe?
You think so? Like,
I don't think
we
so.
Are less than 10 people. At the end of the day, the people who you see on the live, they're like usually my siblings. So like we're in the house together anyway, so you can't do much with social distancing. I guess the only extra people it would just be like Marlo and who else? I think one time with Patricia and Sophia. Patricia lives close by. And Sophia just was like Sophia was a surprise guest. Do we practice social distancing? I don't know.
No, y'all don't. Because I remember the first.
You gotta pray, Judy. You gotta pray. That's it.
No. Because I remember the first was it? I guess that first Sabbath, I guess. And then Patricia and Ishmael were doing like a skit, and then they hugged each other, and I was like, "Whoa, they're hugging!"
I think they forgot. They forgot all about the social distancing. They said, "Hi guys."
Social distancing out the window. I was like, right. I was like, okay, so they're not practicing social distancing, but like, so
think about
how did
Patricia responded to you. I don't know what she's saying.
What she said?
Like a long thing.
She said, she laughed. No, I was like, whoa, what's going on?
I guess we're not practicing social distancing as much as we should, but we're still all safe. We're washing our hands,
Yes.
Brushing our teeth, all the necessary things you guys should have been doing before the coronavirus. But
what?
Yeah, it is what it is.
I'm done.
So you gotta wash your hands. Like, you guys should have been doing that before the virus. Why are you not washing your hands when you go outside?
But no one said anything. That's true. That is true.
Oh no.
So you've been doing cooking, you've been doing iServe, volunteering with iServe.
Yeah.
You've been tutoring. You've been doing a lot.
I've been keeping busy. Like, if I stop doing something, I'm watching movies on Hulu. I'm not gonna lie. I've been watching For Life. I think that's what they call it.
For Life. Okay, yeah. 50 Cent movie.
Yeah, it's a show on Hulu. If you guys haven't been watching it, you should probably check it out. It's really nice. Catching up on my anime that's been like racking up. That's
nice.
That's just probably watching a whole lot more shows now than I've been watching before.
Yes,
so I'm not I've been doing that.
Let us not get into
All American, the nasty show, the one that's boring, that no one should probably watch. If you're watching this,
wait, hold up. Yo, look at all these comments. I'm sorry. We're gonna get to that. Sunny said iServe is above the law.
Of course.
Wow. Trisha said, think about it, Judy. Wherever you go in the public, whether you go to the supermarket or the bus, they say 6 feet. But when you get there, there's none whatsoever.
That's true.
I was on the bus, and that is true. I only went on the bus one time because my car battery all of a sudden suddenly went dead, and I was forced to take the bus, and I was so scared. I'm like, this is not 6 feet.
It's free though. I've seen that the buses in Brooklyn are free right now.
Yeah, they are.
You could just get on. So I thought that was pretty cool. Like, people's been doing that for years, but now it's okay. So
yeah.
No shade intended.
Yeah, no facts. The bus driver is the only safe one.
Right. On the whole bus, just the bus driver is safe. Like, what?
You see that whole string just lined up?
He said, "Get him from the back."
Yo, I was so scared. I was like, "Don't come near." Like, anybody who got on the bus who got too close, I just felt claustrophobic, man.
Oh, really?
I just started feeling claustrophobic. But now my car is good, so I'm driving now. Yeah.
I'm probably one of those people that would make people feel claustrophobic. Like, I would get close to someone just to see how they would react. I was on a line on Cookie, I think it was Bobby's, and there was this lady. She was so far away from like the checkout. And so I walked up to her and I said, "Are you online?" And she was like, "What?" And I was like, whoa. But what's happening? She said, and I was like,
you scared her.
I just want to know if you're online.
That's true. No, it's like I saw this video. Jessie Wu did a video, and she was like, "Remember back in the day when you used to sneeze or cough, and people would say bless you, and now when you sneeze or cough, people get the Lysol out."
Right, they're like,
what are you doing?
Today.
Well, not today.
It's gonna be
the
like
air
that for a
feels
while.
different on the bus. Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
It do feel different.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. Anyways, so some of my hobbies, I've been definitely watching Netflix, a lot more shows.
Okay.
We'll not get into our disagreement.
I disagree then. Okay.
But
Let's call it that.
we can hear from the people.
Okay,
It's the
let's hear from
people's
the
voice
people.
that matter.
You're right.
So why don't we hear from the people? I mean, all American fans, let us know. Let us know, what do you think of
So
All
if you
American?
like All American, put All American is great. If you don't like it, put like All American is not that great, or
Yes.
don't
You can
watch
put
All
a thumbs
American.
up. You can
Thumbs
put
up or
a thumbs down.
Yeah, something.
You should know. Love is Blind. Love is Blind came out before the quarantine, so I saw that.
I've seen that already. I don't know what's wrong with you.
You guys should have seen that. Wait, Patricia said that's still no good. Okay, I see 2 peas in a pod. I saw what did I see recently? The Self-Made, Madam C.J. Walker. Yeah. It's only 4 episodes. It's like a limited series. Samina said I only watch cartoons. I know. Somebody was saying I should get on Disney Plus. Let us know.
They have some throwbacks they sprinkle in there,
Yeah.
Put like all of it. Yeah, they got Hercules. You should have.
I would watch Hercules. I would watch. Yo, you know what? I saw a trailer for Mulan.
Really? Which
Yeah.
one? The new one?
The new one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Trisha said, "Don't get
Disney Plus." She also said Money Heist. Money Heist is great. If you haven't seen Money Heist, also get on it. It's better than All American, all that other stuff that Judy may be promoting. Money Heist is really bad.
Okay, I've been hearing about Ozark and Money Heist. Yeah.
Ozark is good. Like, I feel like it gets a little slow starting season 2, but it starts to pick up a little bit. But Money Heist, it just doesn't stop. It's just like it stays on that high for the whole 3 seasons. And they just dropped a new season like 4 or 5 days ago, and I finished the whole thing in like 2 sittings because it was just that good. Like, what is it, 12 episodes? I just watched it all day. It was really good.
Oh my gosh. We watched too. Would you say that watching television and movies is a hobby? Like, and then we're gonna talk about like other like more important hobbies. Do you think that's a hobby? I know cooking is definitely but what would you say if someone said that watching Netflix or Hulu is their hobby?
I would ask, is that something that they did before the coronavirus or something that they're starting to do now? I do know that people just watch a lot of movies in general, but I don't know. I would look at them a little funny, like, that's your hobby?
Right. That's right.
I don't know. If that's what you do, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to judge you.
Yes.
There's other stuff to do in life besides watching movies.
Yes, that is true. It's entertaining, but yeah. Trisha is funny. You should be a comedian. How does Disney kill brain cells? I don't know. How does Disney kill brain cells?
I've been watching Disney all my life. I'm still here, so I don't know.
So I wanted to ask you, kind of jumping off. So, how do you feel the quarantine has helped or not helped strengthen your relationship with God, like your spirituality?
Okay. I feel like it's actually strengthened my relationship with God. Only because since I'm home, that's something that maybe when I'm going to work or in my rush to going to work, I actually had to maybe forego devotion in the morning. But now, since I have more of that time, I'm able to actually take some time to do this devotion in the morning, pray more often. Because, at 12 o'clock, there's nothing to do. All right, I'll pray. And plus, there was always that thing, like you always wanted to get closer to Christ, but it's like it's more that opportunity and that drive. Like you don't even know what's happening out there. You have to pray for your loved ones because a lot of people have passed away. Especially, I know, and Ruth mentioned on her Instagram that someone recently passed away, and I was like, wow, it's just people are just passing away, and it's not only necessarily because of the COVID, but because people are just afraid to go to the hospital now because they said if you go to the hospital, you might actually get the COVID. It's like the hospital is supposed to be that place you're supposed to try to get better, but then now you're just too scared to go because you might actually get sick going to the hospital than actually staying home. So.
Wow, that is so true. Because even today, I was on Facebook and like literally, I would say like the first 3 posts just scrolling was just about R.I.P. Pops, or I'm just like, what is going on? Fouet Etienne.
Yeah, Fouet Etienne. Yep, that's it.
I'm just like, what? I had a personal. They weren't like blood family, but they were my mom's tenants. So we live in a 2-family house. So my mom and dad, they live upstairs, and then we rent out the downstairs. And so this family, they've been living downstairs from us since like the kids were babies. Like the kids are now 19 and 20, but they were living downstairs since like the kid was like the 19-year-old was 1 year old. So they basically grew up with us. And I knew their father, and like the father, the same thing. Like he didn't die. He died of corona, but the reason he went to the hospital was not even because of corona. He went to the hospital because of diabetes, right? And he contracted corona at the hospital, and he died. It was so crazy. That was like the closest that it hit home. Like that was the closest. So it was just So but I agree with you. I feel like I have been getting closer to God. Like I feel like this quarantine has made me read my Bible more. And now I'm like praying at noon now. Like before I didn't have time to pray at noon. So like now I have time to pray at 12 o'clock. But it like I guess the deaths and all of this, like the people dying, it's making me even more like fervent to pray. It's crazy. It's really crazy, and a ton of people we know are sick. I don't know if you heard like this elder at Horeb. He was sick, but he got better.
I'm glad that there are some signs that people are actually recovering from this. That makes me like really happy.
Thank you.
From this virus.
Thank you, Yushabel, for your condolences. Sonny said a guy who always hanged around the corner of Horeb has passed away. He never went to church, but he was always good with the youth every time we went to the corner store. That's not the guy who hangs around the laundromat, is it? Because there's a guy I see at Horeb, like he would sit in front of the laundromat, but I haven't been to Horeb in a while, so I don't know about the corner store. But that's crazy. That is so crazy.
How do you guys know this thing? Like, if he used to be on the corner store, you're supposed to be inside. I'm not trying to. I just want to know. How do you know? Is someone in contact with him? Is it
Uncle Mike? Is it the Uncle Mike? I saw Nobel posting. I was like, who's Uncle Mike? And then I saw Gerard posting about Uncle Mike. Is it him?
I think someone just commented. Sunny just commented who it was.
Gerard's uncle. Wow. Yep, Yushabel, you are so right. That's why witnessing is important. We never know how a small interaction could make a huge impact. That's right. Yep. Definitely. Like, we see these people in our community all the time. Like, what is our role? What is our role in helping them and spreading the gospel to them?
Definitely, evangelizing is one of the biggest things, especially now. And a lot of people are going online and going live. I think this is something that we should have been doing even before the virus. But
Mm-hmm.
I see a lot of churches. I know, like, there's some churches that's always gone live even before that. But
That's true.
I see a lot of churches are moving into the online space that's never moved into the space before. I see Smearin getting up there. So, shout out to Smearin if anyone's on.
That's a good thing. That's a good thing. Shout out to Smearin.
No, seriously, they've been doing. Like, I saw the live and I was like, wow, they're actually, doing something. I wouldn't even expect, like, even such, like, certain churches. I'm not just talking about Smearin. Like, there's even some churches that you wouldn't even expect that are actually going live. And it's like, they're actually thinking about their congregation and their members, that instead of opening the church doors that may further spread the virus, they're actually starting these lives. And you never know, like, someone could actually share the live now. So this is outreach that we've never had before. So I think that's amazing.
So how do you see it? How do you see the churches like that going back? So when the quarantine is lifted, right, and we all go back to church, we all go back to the building. How do you see the online thing? Do you see it going backward? Like, do you see the churches still continuing to do lives, or do you feel like it's just for now? It's just while people are home, and things are gonna go back to normal.
That's hard to say, because I feel like this is going to be a while before we get back. But also, some churches will go back and not actually have lives. But if you guys have an idea of what's going to happen, feel free to type up your comments. I don't think. I think that's a tough question.
Yeah, I don't have an answer.
Maintain it. I think some of them will still maintain it. Yeah.
Okay.
Because it might happen again. I think even in China, they were clear, but then they said that it came back again. So they're still trying to figure things out, because there's no real cure for it right now.
Yeah, you should be able to say people might still continue for the elderly and the sick. That's right. Sunny said church is gonna be packed. I think, and then Patricia said, I think it will die out a bit. I feel that. So how I feel like when the quarantine is lifted, first Sabbath, everybody's gonna be in there. Like, everybody, you're not gonna have room for people. Second Sabbath, it might be a little packed, and then after a while, things will go back. Like, the people won't be like at church anymore, and I feel like they will take advantage more now of online streaming and stuff like that. Because for one, I feel like my Sabbaths haven't changed much. I feel like my Sabbaths have pretty much stayed the same. I was never like, I haven't yet found like a good church home. So I was always streaming on live. So when everyone stayed home, I was like, this is not that different for me. So I feel like even if churches go back, like when we go back to the building and the quarantine is lifted, I feel like it's not, I will go back that first Sabbath. I probably would. Like, just as a gratitude to God just for getting me through the quarantine safely and not getting sick or not being hospitalized. So I will do that as a sacrifice, like as a gratitude to God. But I think like after 2 weeks, maybe I'll be home again. I know that's just me. But yeah, but I don't know. Online churches may continue. I think we might see a shift. Sister Rebecca said same here. Yep. Samina said, I can't wait to go back to church, to be honest. I feel you. I'm just saying, Samina, your age or whatever, because I was your age at one point. That like a lot of our social networks come from church. When you're like in high school, when you're in college, like a lot of your social networks come from church. So when you don't have church anymore, you miss it. So I can understand that. I feel that. So, but when you get to a certain age and like your social life doesn't revolve around church as much, like it doesn't times like these, like, it's not that you don't miss church, but it's not like you need to see your people, like, yeah.
I feel
So
church a lot. Like, really, I miss the community aspect. That's what I'm most just like going someplace to meet your people, just to have like just a relationship building, especially with the youth. I like to think that I'm actually involved with the youth sometimes, so I feel like we need to encourage them every now and then. Like, I haven't been able to do that for a while. I feel like I don't know. I worry for them. I feel like they're being like, they're spiritually starved, even though that they have these online resources. Some of them still haven't gotten into that, and the church was great.
You know what I saw? A pastor said, all of these online streaming services are coming out, which is great, but a lot of them are more geared to the adults. Where's the online stuff for the kids?
Right. Mm-hmm.
And I was like, wow, I didn't even think of that. Like, the only online service that I saw that was specifically geared toward youth was the NAD, the Youth and Young Adult Director for the North American Division. Like, he had a whole Sabbath school that was where he was not studying the adult lesson. He was studying the CQ. Right? The Collegiate Quarterly. And he was going through that. And, like, everything that he was saying was as if his audience were high school, college age. Everything. He was giving examples of, like, when he was in high school and stuff like that. Like, I was like, okay, so, but it was fun. It was still entertaining for me. Like, I liked it. I liked it a lot.
Yeah, it's definitely, it's easy to forget that kids are watching too. That's
yes.
I feel like I serve church online is I work on reaching that younger audience. We're working on it. Hopefully we get there. You're right. There is that demographic that we haven't been unable to cater to.
Exactly. Yeah. Too blessed to be stressed. She said they're being spiritually neglected.
Oh.
Yep.
That's true.
Mm-hmm. They are.
Giving them all none of that spiritual food.
So, all in all, what would you say you're doing during this quarantine? Are you resting or are you being productive?
Definitely being productive. Not resting. I hate being stagnant or not doing anything. That's what I like to be about. So definitely being productive. What about you? What would you say?
Same here. Like, I feel like I'm trying to be balanced, but I'm more being productive. Like, I cannot sit still. I can't just not be doing anything. Like, I know that even during summers, like when teachers, we get summers off, like I won't teach summer school because I don't want to see my kids all year. I don't. But I will tutor. Like, I will tutor and I will seek out tutoring opportunities and like out just to keep myself busy. So if I did that during summer, so even now, like, to me, even though teaching online is kind of hard, like, I need to find something else to do to, keep myself busy. So definitely being productive. And last question, wait, young people could go on YouTube. Wait, hold up. Young people could go on YouTube and watch the Bible Project. Aww.
Nice.
That's from Sunny. Yo, Sunny is like, how would I describe him? Sunny knows a lot about spiritual resources, like, I would say.
That's good to know.
Yes. And if you need like spiritual resources, books, online stuff, Sunny is the person to talk to.
All right.
Yes.
So I will be in contact with you, Sunny. I'll call after this. Thanks.
Yes. Okay, final question, Stephan. So, when the quarantine is lifted and you look back at this time, what do you hope to have accomplished?
Definitely, hopefully just built up that steam or that just stay consistent with my spirituality. So once I've been doing this for so long, hopefully I can stay on it even after this moment. Other than that, just build up my book of the recipes and stuff that I can actually make now that...
Wait, build up your what? Build up your portfolio?
Yeah, I guess you could call it a portfolio, just like my book of all the stuff that I can make now, like my macaroni gratin. I guess next is, what you call it? I guess that's the next thing I'm supposed to do.
Oh, yes. Oh, so building your cooking skills. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, staying consistent and building your cooking skill.
What about you?
I will not say that. Samina, what is your question? But you are a good brother. Samina, what's your question?
Go ahead.
Yeah. She asks, do you guys think Rally Day will still happen this year? What do you think, Stephan?
Nah, that's not happening.
You say no?
That's not happening.
Oh, no, I thought you had more faith.
That's not happening. Everything is down.
Hold up. Rally Day is in June, and you don't think it's going to happen?
I don't think this will be over in June, honestly. Because of the way...
So you think we'll still be in quarantine in June?
That's what I think. Because the way people are just not staying home and like getting better, it's not gonna happen.
Wow. Yo, I lost faith in May. Like, I pretty much gave up on May, but I was still holding out for June. I mean, but you don't think it's gonna happen?
The only way it's gonna happen in June is if they come up with some sort of vaccine or cure for the corona. That's the only way.
Which they have. Have you heard of the Bill Gates conspiracy?
Yeah, I've heard something about it, but I don't know. I don't think so.
Wow. Stop it, guys.
What they say?
Emma said, I think it's gonna go through summer. Too blessed to be stressed said government and quarantine should go up until August.
Yeah. That sounds about right. August sounds like a good spot where we're going to get that break and the corona is going to be gone.
I'm stressed now.
Because I have a program and they're getting ready to work through the summer because they feel like it's going to pass the summer.
Wow. I'm so stressed out right now. I thought by June, I thought we were going to have our summer. I mean, I thought spring is canceled. Spring is just basically canceled, but I really thought summer would be okay. Wow, I guess I was wrong. But listen, I don't want the live to cut on us. Instagram usually gives an hour.